Hi everybody and welcome to Rocco Baby Crochet. I hope you're all well and having a great week. Just wanted to post this quick tutorial on how to crochet the beautiful blanket stitch. So this is a really beginner friendly stitch. It works up really quickly. You can use any type yarn that you want as long as you use the recommended hook. It's got a lovely subtle texture and it's completely reversible so it looks the same on both sides. If you do enjoy these stitch tutorials and don't want to miss out on the next one, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. This is a really repetitive and beginner friendly stitch, but it makes most beautiful texture and a lovely thick fabric, so obviously perfect for blankets, which is where it's got its name from. So you're going to need to know how to do 2 stitches, a UK double and treble crochet. I will leave links to the videos breaking those stitches down in the description. If you need a little bit more support in getting started, then head to the description and check out those videos on those 2 stitches. But all you'll need is your chosen yarn, the recommended hook for that yarn. So grab your hooks, grab your yarn, grab a cuppa and let's learn this stitch together. So once you've got your yarn and your hook, you want to begin by making a slip knot and popping that onto your hook. And for the blanket stitch, what we need to do is make a foundation chain in multiples of 3. So I'm just going to make a really small sample here. I'm going to do 18. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. Now you can work the blanket stitch going into the front of the chain, so that would be in between those 2 strands of yarn there, but I do prefer working into the back bumps, so the bumps that run down the center, each bump is a chain. And of course you can make this chain as long as you want, so you project as wide as you want it to be. As long as it's a multiple of 3, that's fine. So we're going to start in the 3rd chain from the hook, so I'm going to count back 3 of these bumps, and there's my 3rd one, and into this 3rd one I'm going to place a UK treble crochet. So you'll yarn over and just insert your hook into that 3rd chain underneath that back loop, yarn over and pull up a loop. So you've got 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops. Then you're going to yarn over again and go back into that same chain and place a 2nd treble in exactly the same way. So you've got 2 UK treble crochets or 2 US double crochets in that 3rd chain from the hook. So next what we want to do is skip 2 chains, so 2 of those bumps running along the back, or if you turn it over, 2 of your V's, and into the 3rd one along we're going to place, so 1, 2 and into the 3rd one along we're going to place a UK double crochet, which is a US single crochet. So you'll insert your hook into that 3rd chain along, yarn over and pull up a loop, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through both of those loops. And then into that same chain what we're going to do is place 2 more UK trebles. So you'll yarn over, insert your hook back into that same chain, yarn over and pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over and back into that chain space for the last time, pulling up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And we're just going to repeat that all the way along for the foundation chain. So I'm going to skip the next 2 chains, and into the 3rd chain along I'm going to place the combination of a UK double crochet and 2 UK treble crochets, which in US terminology is 1 single crochet and 2 double crochets. So there's my 1st treble and there's my 2nd treble. So then I'm going to skip 2 chains again, 1, 2, and into my third one again I'm going to place a UK double crochet and 2 UK treble crochets. So there's my double crochet, and there is my first treble, there is my second, and don't worry, it will sort of be curling up on itself, just how we're fitting these stitches in at the moment. But as we work further up into the rows, it'll all straighten itself out. So I'm going to skip the next 2, and into the next chain along I'm going to place that combination of 1 UK double and 2 trebles all into that same space. So there's my first treble, and there's my second treble. If you need a little bit of extra support on how to do these stitches, I'll link the videos to a UK double and treble below in the description. Because I've only worked a really small sample here, I've reached the end of my row. So what you want to do at the end of each row is you're going to skip those 2 as we have done all the way along. But into this last chain here, you're just going to place 1 UK double crochet, and just take your time here. It can be a little bit tighter to get into this very first stitch. My yarn's splitting a little bit as well, and you're just going to place your double crochet. So that's UK double crochet, US 1 single crochet into that very last chain. And that's the end of row 1, and your work should look a little bit like this at this point. To move up to row 2, you're going to turn your work and chain 2. And into this stitch that the chain 2 is coming out of, so at the top of that last double crochet you placed in row 1, we're just going to place 2 more treble crochets or US double crochets. So you're going to yarn over, insert your hook into the top of that very last single crochet we made, going under both strands of yarn which make up the top of the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then you're going to yarn over and go back into that same space and place your second UK treble crochet. So next what we need to do is we're going to skip 2 stitches again and work into the third. So we're skipping the 2 treble crochets which are here and working into the third one, which is your UK double crochet. So it's the one that's going to be dipping down. If you turn your work towards you a little bit, and you can count the V's, so these V's are the top of each stitch. It's this third one here that you want to be working into, and we're just going to do the same sequence again of placing 1 UK double crochet and 2 UK treble crochets all into that stitch. So that's my first double and my first treble done, so I've just got 1 more treble to do, and we're just going to repeat that all the way along. So I'm going to be skipping the trebles and working just into the UK doubles. If you do have difficulty, don't forget, turn your work towards you slightly and count these V's. So there's my first, second, and it's into this third one here that I'm going to be working. And again, we're placing the same sequence of 1 UK double and 2 UK trebles all into that stitch, and 2. So then you'll skip your 2 trebles again, and into your next double you'll work a double and 2 UK trebles, and it's that simple. You'll do that all the way along for as wide as your piece of work is. So obviously I won't be long before I'm moving up to row 3. So onto my next space here. So I'm going to skip these 2, and into my next I'm going to place a double crochet and 2 UK treble crochets. And because mine is a really small sample, that brings me to the end of row 2. So what we want to do on our last stitch is we're going to skip again these 2 here. These are my 2 trebles from row 1, and I'm going to work a double crochet into the top of the turning chain that we made in row 1. So you're just going to go into the top of your turning chain and place 1 UK double crochet or US single crochet. And that second row that we've just done is the row repeat for the whole of the blanket stitch. So let's just do that again for you for row 3. You're going to turn your work and chain 2. into this first stitch here where your chain 2 is coming out of, we're going to place 2 UK trebles. So yarning over, inserting your hook and pulling up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then you'll just yarn over again back into that same space and place your second UK treble. We're going to skip the 2 trebles and work into the next UK double crochet. Don't forget, turn your work, you're skipping 2, and into the third stitch is where we're going to place our cluster, and we're going to place a UK double and 2 UK trebles. So there's my first treble, back in and place my second. Then we're going to skip 2 again and working into my next UK double. I'm going to place a double and 2 trebles. That's my first treble. There's my second treble. Skip my 2 trebles and into my next UK double I'm going to place the same stitch sequence again of a UK double and 2 trebles. Skip 2 stitches again and then place a UK double and 2 trebles into that third stitch along, which should always be your double crochets that you place in your combination in. And again, when you get to the end of your row, you're going to skip the 2 stitches, and it's the top of this turning chain which is just here. It is easier if you turn your work towards you. You can see the top of the V's, they're my last 2 official stitches, and this here is my last chain of the turning chain, and it's into that one that I'm going to be placing my UK double crochet to finish row 3. And you'll just repeat that over and over, and it is such a lovely stitch. It works up really quick, it gives a really subtle but beautiful texture. So I hope you've enjoyed this quick tutorial. Please don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you have. So have fun with this one, take care and happy hooking. See you real soon. Bye.